Hello, everyone. I hope everybody is good today and healthy. So let us start. I'm going to start a new chapter, which is discounting an alternative investment. And most probably you have heard it and you have seen this, some of the subjects that we're going to see today, but not in that much detail that we're going to go through it today. So before I proceed, I would like to take attendance and go directly start the chapter itself. Abdurrahman of Adilet is here.
I'm here.
Tengir.
I'm present.
Okay. Aynur.
I'm here.
Raushan.
I'm here.
Bernard. Mehmet. Pekjan.
I'm here.
Sanjar. Sanjar is here. Alua.
I'm here.
Dongo. Aidana.
I'm here.
Almat. Raj.
I'm here.
Ademi.
I'm here.
Bekzat.
I'm here.
Camila.
I'm here.
Daulet.
Here.
Ruslan. Yıldız.
I'm here.
Marjan. Okay. So discounting and alternative investment criteria. So discounting and the time value of money is actually very significant in evaluation of specific project, especially if you have taken any corporate finance course or you're taking now, and it is the main part of that course. And without this, really, it's something useless and not beneficial without taking into consideration time value on the horizontal discounting. So horizontal some benefits on the horizontal, which shows that takes the numerator part and denominator part are called discounting factors that were taken into consideration. It's a simple, I'm sure that you have taken courses related to finance and you have seen this present value issue and you know how to evaluate and so on, but in this lecture it will be a bit different way of calculation. You will see what do I mean by that. So example of discounting at 10% in here, like discounting, like meaning that you're bringing everything to the year zero or bringing anything to the current year. So what do you do here? Basically, as you can see on the slides, 200, if you want to discount it, you're bringing to the year zero. So there is 1 year, so you're just dividing 1 plus 0.1. So you're discounting at 10%. If it is this one, 1,440 divided by 1 plus 10 to the power 4, you're discounting to the year zero, raising to the power 4. So 4 years, like 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is what we do basically in present value calculation. So the choice of the discounting rate is, we need to actually to understand in choosing the appropriate discount rate is very important, because the fact is small variation in its value may significantly change And the results of that analysis that you're doing actually on specific project will affect the final choice of the project. So discount rate is an opportunity cost of fund that are invested in the project. And in financial analysis, discount rate depends on the viewpoint of analysis. So when economic analysis of the project is being conducted, so the relevant discount rate in economic opportunity cost of capital for that country can be used actually. So actually in all finance courses, in all financial management courses, as you have taken before, or corporate finance, it is shown that how much money you're generating in the future will be equal today. But the point is that in those courses you were taking into consideration just one single discount rate. Okay, just one single discount rate. And you were assuming that this discount rate will be the same for all years and it will not be changing. This was the main issue actually in all finance courses.
Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome. So there are some certain projects that are given. You just to get, if you're familiar with the corporate finance course and you know how to derive the cash flows, like operating cash flows after the tax, is residual sales minus residual value and minus operating costs, and that actually creates a total creates a net cash flows, and you calculate terminal and operating cash flow and so on. And we used to calculate, and we know how to calculate some using some investment criteria that are given here, like NPV, IRR, and benefit cost ratio, which is more close to profitability index, and payback period. You know all of this, how to calculate them. However, there's some modification, there's some changes took the place to improve those capital budgeting, those estimation in investments in order to reduce the risk. Because it is very risky for a company or corporation to estimate a certain cash flows and considering only one discount rate, example, like taking a single discount rate into consideration, like assuming this discount rate will not change throughout the years and it will be the same. You're taking a big risk in that. So in order not to have this risk, so what do you do basically? You just think one as a ceteris paribus, you assume that everything is same, nothing changes, your discount rate is same, there will be no other factors will affect. However, in reality, it's not so. And concerning the IRR, many of you are familiar with the IRR, that IRR is not the best investment criteria that can be evaluated, used as a investment criteria in contrast to NPV. So the NPV is the net present value, is the algebraic sum of the present value of the future cash flows. Then NPV actually measures the changes in the wealth created by certain project. If NPV equal to 0, that investors actually can expect to recover the incremental investment to earn rate of return on their equal what the private cost of funds actually is equal to. So there is no change in the wealth. So they're kind of at a break-even point. So net present value criterion is we can evaluate the project stream of the net benefits as of year K, as you can see here, instead of discounting all the benefits to initial year. So benefits, so what we do here, benefit of year 0 minus cost of year 0, 1 plus R minus to the K, then plus benefit of year 1 minus cost of year 1, 1 plus R, 1 minus K, and so on. So 1 plus R to the power K is the constant value. Therefore, ranking of the NPV of the net of benefit alternative projects will not be affected if the project's net benefits are discounted at year K instead of year 0. So we should take into consideration that all mutually exclusive projects need to be compared as the same of year calendar. So in here we have got different calculation of NPVs for different years. So what we do here, we just want to apply this formula in here. Minus 1,000 is the investment cost, 200, and so on. But let me illustrate it in Excel so that you can understand better. How many years we're given? 4 years. So it's minus 1,000 in here. Then we have 200, 300, 250, 1,440 dollarized. If you're they're asked to calculate NPV as year 0, so NPV as year 0. Basically, so we'll do the calculation in here. Let me go quickly here. Look, what do? They just discount each cash flow. They discount each cash flow. They bring each cash flow to the year 0, and they're discounting at the rate of 10%. Okay, this is just simple NPV. So this 100 divided by 1.10 to the power 1 and so on. And NPV is the sum of the present value of the future cash flows minus the investment cost. This is the NPV actually. NPV 0. However, they say calculate NPV for year 1. So the difference between the first and the second one, in here you're not discounting. You're not discounting the year 0, but you're discounting to the year 1. So everything goes to here until here. So you should bring this cash flows to year 1, not 0, and bring the year 0's cash flow to here. So $1,000, you should bring it to here, to year 1, and bring this cash flow to here. So 200 in year 1 is equal to 200. So it's not compounded, it's not discounted. So same rate. NPV 1. Okay, let me check whether I'm just recording it. Okay, so that means I have to bring everything to here. So 200, so my NPV will be here. My NPV will be here. So my 1,000 times 1.10 to the year 0. But in here, the only difference is that my NPV will be calculated here. Sum of, oops, sorry. These things I should discount it rather than compounding division. But they're discounted to the year here, to the year 1. So which means this move here by calculation. So my NPV calculation will be here. So sum this plus 200 There's some question. There is a mistake. I think somebody found it. Let me leave it like this and let me see it. What's happening? When we're gonna have our quiz and midterm? It's not the time to ask now. This week I'm not planning to give you quiz, but on Wednesday I'm gonna tell you. When I finish this chapter, you have the quiz and you have the midterm. And minus investment cost. So this is my MPV. Let me check it whether I'm correct or not. Yes, it's correct. And MPV of year 2, MPV of year 2, MPV of year 2 is equal to, so you have to find MPV in here. So everything you should bring it from the left side to the here and from right side to the here as well, okay? So 1000 bring it here, 200 bring it here, and 350 discounted, 1440 discounted. So MPV2, so which means that this 1000 is timing by 1.1 and to the power of 2, because we're bringing to here, we are planning to calculate in here the MPV, and this 200 times 1.1 to the power 1, and 300 is 300, so this 350 should be discounted to the power of 1, and this 1440 should be discounted by 1.1 to the power of 2. And MPV, you can just sum this all. And you'll get the MPV. My MPV, yes, correct, here. And MPV of year 3 and 4. MPV of year 3, MPV of year 4. So we should bring this one to the year 3, this one to the year 3, this one to the year 3. So 1000, sorry, let me make it like this, 1000 to the power, so times 1.1 to the power of 1, 2, 3. And 200 times 1.1 to the power of 2, and 300 times 1.1, and of course we need to bring this 1440, we should bring it to the year 3, discount it. So this one divided by 1.1, and of course when you sum it all, this plus this plus this plus this and plus this. MPV4, now we're compounding everything till the year 4. Three, layer 2, and 1. And of course, 1440 is equal to 1440 in year 4. So we're just going to sum it all. So this is the way calculation of the NPV using discounting and compounding. This is one way. Oops, sorry. So what if we have different discount rates, not just one discount rate? In here, in the previous example, we had like only one discount rate, but what if we have variable discount rates? Suppose the discount rate changes from 1 year to another year over the life of the project, like R0, R1, or R2 are discount rates for year 0, for year 1 and year 2 respectively. And the NPV of the project in year 0 is calculated as follows. So you're given the formula how to calculate NPV with a different rate, with a different discount rates, like 1 plus R and so on. So when it comes to the second cash flow, you consider the first cash flow. When it comes to the third, you consider first and second and third. Examples are given here. Net cash flows are minus 1,000, same example, but discount rates like 18, 16, and 14, 12. And so if you want to calculate the NPV for year 0, like bring everything to the year 0. Bring everything to the year 0. What are you doing here? Look. You start with the 200, discount the 200. From year 0 to year 1, 18% only. So 200 divided by 1.18 plus minus 1,000. 200 treated. We go next to the 300 cash flow. $300 passes from year 1 to year 0. So there are two discount rates it considers, 16 and 18. So 300 divided by 1.18 divided by times by 1.16. Then we move to the next cash flow, which is 350. So 350, it considers 3 cash flow, 14, 16, and 18. And so on. The last cash flow, it considers all of the cash flows, but not 10. From year 3 to the 4, it's 12. From 2 to the 3, it's 14, and so 4 discount rates are considered in here. But this is the case of if you calculate the NPV till the year 0. But let us try it in the example that we have it in Excel. So we have 18% here. We have 16. We have 14. We have 12. And we have 10. Rates, okay. And we can calculate the NPVs. So to calculate the NPV here, first of all, we need to discount each cash flow. Let's start with this, okay? Or let's start with the 200. 1,000 is 1,000, nothing changes. But here, 200 uses just one discount rate divided by 1 plus this. Then we move to 300. 300, it considers 2 discount rates, 18 and 16. Divided by 1 plus 16 times 1 plus 18. We move to this third cash flow, which is 350, that considers 1 plus this times 1 plus this, and this time 1 plus 18. And the last cash flow, it considers 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 plus this times 1 plus this timing, all right, 1 plus 16%, and this time 1 plus this 2006. Okay, oops, there should be some mistake. Yeah, I know where is that mistake, because in Excel, if I don't put like this, I should take everything into brackets, this, because it does multiplication first and division. That's good. Now I can make the summation of all. This is my NPV. Are we correct? Yes, we are okay. Now same thing with NPV bring into the year 1. So you should bring NPV to the year 1. So bring 1,000 to here. So that means 1,000 times by 1.18. Then this 200 is 200, doesn't change. Then you bring this 300 here, 350 here, and 1,400 here. So what I do here, just copy it, but with one modification, but not necessarily this. Now, what I do here, I just delete this one, G4, because I don't need it. Is it G4 I should delete? 16 or 18? No, I should take this one. So I'm deleting this part. And I don't do this F4. Now I can sum it all. And let me see whether my NPV is correct. Yes, it's correct. And the last one, NPV2, I'm bringing everything to the year 2. So this cash flows. So this means that 1 times 1.18 times 1.16. And my $200 of cash flow will be multiplied only by 1.16. And these two cash flows should be brought to year 2. So when I bring this 350, it just should pass 1. So 350 divided by 1.14 and 1,440 divided by 1.12 times 1.14. But I should take it into brackets just in case. And we sum it up. Let me check it. Yeah, it's correct. So this is the way we calculate NPV. Let me save it so that we don't lose it. NPV example. Okay, I'm going to upload this one into Moodle. So you have now, do you have any questions, guys? Anything you want to ask?
No.
Okay, great. That's very good. Okay, if you don't have any questions, then I will ask you to proceed to the Moodle. There is activity, you have to solve it. Activity number 5 and submit it before 7 o'clock. Do it now and submit. So here's the cash flows are given. Calculate NPV. I didn't specify NPV 0, NPV 1, NPV 1, and NPV 2. So 3 NPVs, please calculate and submit the answer. So you can download the lecture note. Lecture note is available here. Discounting alternative investment. It's available here. You can download it and start doing it. While you're doing it, I'm going to upload the Excel file so you can just use it as well. Excel file.